Turning back to those arrests of those Turkish military officers, here to help us understand their significance is Ömer Tespiner, the director of the Turkey Project at the Brookings Institution. Thanks very much for joining us. How significant is the arrest of these Turkish military commanders, and what are the charges against them?
Those arrests are very significant. The charges against them is that they were plotting for a coup, more precisely that they were involved in an organization that wanted to destabilize the country with multiple assassinations in order to create chaos and an environment whereby the military would intervene in politics.
Is there evidence to really say they were planning a coup, or are there some who believe this is a trumped-up charge?
Well, the country is extremely polarized between the pro-military camp, the pro-secularist, and those who believe that there is really a threat of Islamization in the country, and that the current government, which is a moderately Islamic government, is politicizing the judiciary, and that they're established basically a witch hunt against all opposition forces against them. So there is a credibility problem to a certain degree, but what we know about these arrests is that some of these generals had email exchanges, phone conversations, and their computer records show that they were actually planning a level of destabilization of the country. So there is an element of truth. However, to what degree this can be substantiated in court remains to be seen.
Of course, the big concern is, how do you think the military is going to respond now to these arrests, this investigation? Do you think there might be a fierce reaction?
Well, there is already a fierce reaction within the military, and the top leadership of the military has a hard time, in fact, controlling the young officers and mid-level generals within the military who are very much disturbed, troubled by these developments. We have to understand the revolutionary dimension of what is happening in Turkey. This is the first time in the history of the Turkish Republic that active duty generals and retired generals are being arrested. So I'm sure that within the military establishment there are those who actually want to send a very strong signal to the government that this is not acceptable. How can they do this is a big question. I think the days of basically a coup in Turkey with tanks in the streets are over, but they could easily issue a memorandum warning the government that the military is really troubled by these developments.
Ömer Tespiner, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.